a lot of people, they're single. Musicians are single, But I always had this idea that, you know what, there's no reason why you can't have your cake and eat it too. It's like, why can't an artist or musician be married and have their art? It's just, sure, it's going to take work, but doesn't everything take work? So why don't you just make an effort? Because that's part of what you want. I mean, you want your art and you make an effort to get it. So if having a relationship as well to be more of a full artistic person, then you should work at that as well. It's not easy, but you actually have to make a conscious effort, and you're gonna get it wrong a lot of times, but you're also gonna get it right. And hopefully you're getting it right more of the times than you're getting it wrong. And if that's the way it's leveling it off, then you're doing something right.
That if I was presented with an opportunity, that he'd be willing to support that. It's very difficult to be separated, but I had to think about it as how will it work? What's the good thing that it can come out of it?
You kind of have to jump into it and see how it works. I mean, there is no plan. I mean, one thing, it was like, you just have to jump into it and do it. So while I was on the road, I noticed a pattern that every 6 to 8 weeks we'd start arguing about the dumbest things in the world, the dumbest things. And after a while I figured it out. It's, why are we arguing? Oh, it's around 6 to 8 weeks. Oh, I know what that means. So we actually would make a plan to either, I'd actually come home, or if I wasn't able to, I'd fly her out to whatever country I was in, and we'd spend a week or a weekend together,
Because when you're not together, there's some, if you're just communicating on the phone or on, Skype, there's so much that gets lost in the translation.
You have to make a conscious effort, and that actually was, the first couple months were tough because it was like total separation. But, she supported me. She knew that this is something I wanted to do, and it was something I knew I wanted to do. And that's always a thing. It's like having to choose between doing something you really love and want to do and being there for your partner. That's always a tough choice. But she was very supportive. She was like,
I'm an artist.
She understood, because she's an artist. She understood. If she wasn't an artist, I'm sure it'd be a complete opposite. If she wasn't an artist, she wouldn't understand, and we wouldn't be doing this video.
People would ask me, how could you let him go? How could I not let him go? I mean, you know what I mean? As an artist, how could I not support him? I mean, the kind of stuff he does for me as an artist, I mean, even though he's coming from a music point of view and I'm a visual artist, it works. As soon as he leaves, this kitchen turns into a dye studio. There's a certain things that you can get done as a creative person where you need the time and the space alone. And that actually worried me when I was single. I think that I pushed relationships away because I needed that independence, and I needed the freedom to create, but I wanted to be in a relationship. So we've been together like 12, 13 years. Him being away a little bit and being home, it works for us. And it's very exciting. Our relationship really took a turn for the better.